Hey, it's Anonymous Arsen. This is my level 1 to 99 herb lore guide. This video will tell you everything you need to know about regular potion, barbarian mixes, overload, and even cleaning herbs. So this is the summary of the guide. You can click on the elements it contains to jump directly to the right part of the video. Prices change all the time, so the best potion to make also change all the time. So that's why I made this little calculator. The link is in the description. So there you will be able to find the current GP per experience for all the different potion, their experience rate, and their level requirement. But the most important part of this calculator is the dynamic calculator. So basically enter the amount of cash you can make per hour with your best way to make cash, and it will tell you which potion is the most efficient. And to find this out, basically it's the time to get the money you will need to get a certain amount of experience, for example 1 million experience, and the time to actually get this experience by training. So right now with 1 million GP per hour income, the best potion is Super Defense Mix, because it's only 9 hours to get 1 million experience. But for example, if my income is 5 million GP per hour, obviously it will be different. So now it's Recovery Special that is the best, because I'm willing to pay way more to get faster experience. Okay, so now let's talk about a few influence. So the first one is the factory outfit from Flash Powder Factory. So it costs around 12k points from this minigame, and this is the equivalent of about 15 hours at level 99 agility. The requirements to get it is 75 agility, 75 thieving, and 50 herb lore. When you have the 3 pieces and you're wearing them all at the same time, you will have a 10% chance to make 4 dose potion instead of only 3 dose potion. So it's a good way to save a lot of cash. And when you have the full outfit, you will get experience by making unfinished potion instead of simply not getting experience. Another very useful thing is the Scroll of Cleansing from Dungeoneering. So basically after buying it, you will have a 12.5% chance to make potion faster for faster experience, but also 10% chance to not use the ingredient. So that means that you will save a lot of cash, and I highly recommend to get it. There is also the Mauritania Legs 4 from the Elite Task that will give you a 20% chance to make 4 dose prayer renewal instead of only 3 dose when you make them in Mauritania. Even though I highly recommend to use my calculator that I showed earlier to find out which potion is the best, I also made this little chart with the current prices. So this might not be the best way to train when you're actually watching the video. Okay, so if your income is 500k GP per hour, then this is what I recommend. So first of all, attack potion, then strength potion, energy, and finally prayer potion all the way to level 99. With this, you could expect to get level 99 in about 80 hours of training, and it will cost you about 130 million GP. If you don't mind using Barbarian Mix, then this is what I recommend. So first of all, Attack Potion, Strength Potion, Restore Mix, and Super Defense Mix. So it will cost you way less with this method, only 35 million GP, and it will take you a little bit more time, 90 hours. If your income is 1 million GP per hour, then this is what I recommend. And finally, if your income is 3 million GP per hour, then this is what I recommend. Okay, so now I will actually show you how to make those potions. So for the regular potion in your inventory, you will want to have unfinished potion or super potion if you're making extreme, and also to have the secondary ingredients. If you don't know what it is, then simply check the link in the description. For the equipment, it's very easy. It's simply factory outfit, at least 3 pieces if you have it. In this video, I'll be using mouse keys because they are very useful, but they are not needed. If you don't know what mouse keys are or how to set them, then simply click the annotation on the screen. Okay, so first of all, right click the herb to 5, 9, right click, 2, then plus sign to select the potion and exit the bank. So now you want to use the herb on the unfinished potion, on the super potion, to start making them and getting experience. So I highly recommend to put a little space between the herb and the potion, because if you're using mouse keys and you don't do that, then they will simply not work. So making them is very fast. I want 1.9 thousand of them per hour. Okay, so now let's talk about Barbarian Potions, which are a little bit tricky. So first of all, you will need 2-dose potion to make them, and the problem is nobody sells 2-dose potion. So what you want to do is buy 3 or 4 dose on the Grand Exchange and simply decant them with both the barter and the Grand Exchange into 2-dose. After that you make your Barbarian mix, and after that you want to sell them, but nobody wants to buy them. So what you do is that you decant them into 1-dose and you sell them to a general store. However, I must warn you, this method is nerfed currently on the beta server. When actually making potion, this is how your inventory should look. So first of all, regular potion with 2-dose and raw or caviar depending on the potion you're making. Okay, so the first step is to turn your potion into 2-dose. So the first thing you want to do is withdraw your 3-dose potion. Simply go to the Grand Exchange near the Herblore sign, talk with Bob Barter, select the Decant X option, and enter 2. So all your potion will be decanted in 2-dose. So that will be very useful to actually train. So now I'll show you how to train. So it's exactly like the regular potion method. So you have 2 ingredients, the caviar and the 2-dose potion. You withdraw them with right click to 5, 9, right click to 5. And what's the difference is that now you must click on the caviar, then the potion. There is no make all option. So you try to click as fast as you can and use the caviar on the potion and not the opposite, because if you try to click on the potion normally, it will drink it instead of using it. So yeah, simply try to do it as fast as you can. You can expect to make around 3,000 of them if you're quick enough. And yeah, it's really good experience, and it costs absolutely, well, not absolutely, but it's very cheap. When you have a lot of mix, 2-dose, you want to decant them into 1-dose. So this is after training, and the reason why you decant them into 1-dose is that you will be able to sell for more cash than if you were only selling them in 2-dose. So when you want to sell them, simply go to a general store, for example in the Thieving Guild, select the trade option, and simply sell all the potions you have just made, and it's very quick to sell them. You can sell about 10 million items per hour, so it's not really a problem to get rid of them. Okay, so now let's talk about Overload, which is a very special potion, very useful for Slayer and Dungeoneering. So to make an Overload, you will need a lot of ingredients. First of all, the Torstol, extreme attack, extreme strength, extreme defense, extreme magic, and extreme ranging. So by mixing all those 6 ingredients at the same time, you'll be able to make one Overload. Okay, so when making Overload, this is how your inventory should look. So you want to have 4 of each of the different items, so 4 of each type of extreme potion and 4 clean Torstol. Okay, so for Overload, I also highly recommend to have mouse keys. So you will be using the plus sign. Simply use the plus sign twice on each of the different items to actually withdraw 4 of them, because the plus sign is a double click. Then simply use a Torstol on one of the potion and select the make all option. So you click 2 times the plus sign on each of the items, and then you simply exit the bank by clicking on the little edge at the bottom and simply start making Overload. You get 1000 experience each Overload, which is the equivalent of 1.5 million experience per hour. Okay, so now we'll talk about 2 alternative methods. So the first one is cleaning herbs. So it can be very decent experience, but the problem with that is that it requires a big investment. So you need a lot of cash if you want to clean herb for 1 hour straight. Another problem is that you can end up losing a lot of cash. So if the price of the item changes a little bit, you can lose tons of cash. But in the other end, you can also make a lot of cash. And I must warn you that this method is currently nerfed on the beta server. Another method that I don't really recommend is making unfinished potion, and to do that you will absolutely need to have the full factory outfit, otherwise you won't be getting experience. But even with the outfit, it's really bad experience. And another problem, like the cleaning herb method, is that you can end up losing a lot of cash if the price of the potion change a little bit. If you want to train with the cleaning method, then your full inventory should be filled with dreamy herbs. Okay, so first of all, we draw full inventory of Dreamy Herb. Now you want to spam click the faster you can the plus sign and the 5 button on your number pad while moving the mouse over the Dreamy Herbs. So that way you can clean them very fast, about 10,000 of them per hour if you're fast and in a good server. So if you miss few of them, it's not really important. Simply continue and use the drop inventory all option and it won't cause any problem.